Hello, my friends. It's Friday. That means it's time for the Friday weekly wrap up. We're going to do one card for the collective and cards for all who request to wrap up the week. How did the week go? How did you do? What did you learn? And how do you go forward? Let's find out. And as we start, I want to say a huge thank you to Mixuir, Michelle in Toronto. Thank you so much for the super sticker. Really, really appreciate that. Super chats and super stickers are ways you can show your appreciation for this broadcast. All right, let's go right on over to CardCam, where you can see I am using Modern Witch Tarot. How do you not love this deck, right? Okay, so on Monday, we did your 3-card weekly reading. We did cards for the week ahead for the collective, 3 of them, and individual cards for those who request. If you were here on Monday and you remember your card, let me know. It's always nice to compare the Monday card with the Friday card. So, for the collective and Diana Price, I want to thank you so much for being a member for 2 years. Thank you for being the first person I see to remind me what the Monday cards were. And it was beautiful. We had the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon, all that water. And unfortunately, there was a lot of water from Tropical Storm Debbie that probably was not the best. So there's that. But still, a good week for healing of the heart nonetheless. Claire C., I want to thank you so much for being a member for 3 years. And thank you for starting and contributing to the Frothy Beverage Fund. So every Friday, Claire has decided that IT John and I need nice drinks for the weekend, and she works to make that possible. Thank you so much for doing that. Anyone else who would like to contribute to the Beverage Fund, you're more than welcome. But this weekend, this Sunday, 4 p.m., the frosty beverages I'll be drinking then will be from Panera, because I will be at our in-person tarot meetup at Panera Bread in Palm City. I hope you will join us there, 4 p.m. I will also remind you we have a class coming up here on YouTube. The link is already up. I just dropped a card. Give me a minute. So, the class coming up next week, the Queens of Tarot, we're going to talk about the very specifically feminine cards. That was something that came up from this group. We're going to do the Queens, the High Priestess, and the Empress. So I hope you join us for that. All right, let's get going. First of all, for the collective. So we started again with all those water cards, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups, and the Moon. And we end with the Tower. So I think about that in a lot of ways. I mean, here in Florida, like my area did not get messed up at all. Northern Florida did, Georgia did. And so the idea that there was so much water this week that there were problems, yeah, that did happen. But there's more. There's more. I think if we started with the Ace of Cups, the Nine of Cups, and the Moon, there is this very healing resolution and revelation where at the beginning of the week we were open to healing and to learning and to allowing ourselves to be heart-led. Where does that take us? I mean, I think in this case we have to look at the Tower as the necessary thing. The structures that need to be broken down so that we can live in a way that is authentic to our hearts. Breaking down structures so we can live in ways that are authentic to our hearts. That's a personal process. It's a community process. It's a political process. It's a process on every level, macrocosm to microcosm. So pretty cool. All right. Oh my gosh, your daughter got over 18 inches of rain, Claire. My goodness, my goodness. Okay. Mixuir, blueberries. What's up with the blueberries? I love blueberries. Justine, sometimes it's not easy to be brave in the name of love, but some of us got to do it. There you go. Okay. Oh, Gemini, unrelated, but did anyone read It Ends With Us and going to see the movie this weekend? So excited. Yeah, interesting. Interesting, yeah. Justine, or to be the bigger person. Yeah, so true. All right, so here we go. Let's get going. Trey Cameron, you're up first. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Oh, Trey, 1 second. You did mix you ear. Michelle, you did, because then I teased you about fruit because of your tattoo. So yeah, you did. Thank you so much for the reminder. I appreciate it. Yes, 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 yes. Very good. Thank you. All right, Trey, you had the Five of Wands reversed on Monday, and now the Six of Cups. And so with the Five of Wands reversed and the Six of Cups, I feel like your current self and your younger self are working on making peace with each other. That's really what I see there. I see this process of finding peace with your journey, and what that does is bring you peace for the way forward. So I do think it's good. Okay. Diana Price, once again, thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for reminding us of the Monday cards. Your Monday card, the Five of Pentacles reversed, and now the Magician reversed. I feel like it's going to be hard for you to see all the opportunities in front of you because you're not used to being given opportunities. And I feel like some of that may have come to your consciousness this week. Just saying. Get used to having more opportunities. That's the bottom line. Mary, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Monday was the Nine of Pentacles reversed. And now Judgment reversed. So with, both of the cards being reversed, you may be feeling a little upside down, or you may need to look at things from a little bit of a different perspective. Nine of Pentacles reversed, Judgment reversed. Here's the story. I feel like you are carrying an internal narrative that is making you feel less confident about yourself and your life than you should. An internal story that is making you feel less confident about your life than you should. Change that story, create more confidence. JD Estrada, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Monday was the devil. Very challenging week, but managed to pull through. I thought it might be, but I knew you would. All right. Diana Price, true dat. There you go. And Mary, you are quite welcome. All right. So, JD, we started with the devil and we end with the Hierophant. So the fact that these are both major arcana cards, I know this is a tough journey for you right now. I totally get it. And you will look back at this time in your life as being a pivotal time. But the thing that is so beautiful here, JD, is you get through whatever you have to get through. When you say, I managed to pull through, yeah, of course you did. And the smart money will always say that you always will, because you have some real adherence to protocols. You have some real adherence to rules. You have some real adherence to honoring your own authority in the way you want to show up in the world. And so even though it's difficult, you show the heck up anyway. And you do it well. And hopefully things will, I'm sure, it's not even hopeful. I'm sure things will not always be as difficult as they have been. But you can count on yourself in good times and in hard times to do more than pull through. You can count on yourself to rise above and get her done. Well done. Oh yes, make sure. For those of you wondering, I went to camp as a kid that had a huge fire in a field a few years before the tower, but that fire had allowed the soil to be nourished and blueberries had started to grow. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. And that is, we have to think about the tower from that perspective, right? All right. Carolyn McLaughlin, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members only emojis. It's great to see you. And you, at the very end, Caroline, at the very end of a broadcast, like very recently, you helped out with a very generous super sticker. And I didn't get a chance to thank you because you did it right after I signed off. So thank you. Really appreciate it. Very kind. Very kind. All right. Monday, you started with the 6 of Cups. The 6 of Cups. I think it's great, Caroline, that you go from the 6 of Cups to the Knight of Cups. Here's the story. The 6 of Cups, you remember who you are. You reconnect with your memories and your people and yourself. And then from there, you are recharged, regenerated, and you are able to take that positive energy and share it with others. So there's something here about using what you already know and the people you already know and who you are to generate this energy that you share with others, and it's beautiful. I love it. Diana Price, we were just talking about astrological magic. Magician reversed. So most specifically, the Magician reversed is Mercury retrograde, right? I mean, there it is. What else you want to do with it is up to you. I'm not an astrologer. From a tarot perspective, I would use the Magician reversed to thwart someone from finding information I didn't want them to have. I would. But what you would do with it astrologically, I do not know. All right. Can't believe I just said that aloud, but I did. All right. Melissa, so good to see you. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. You started with the 2 of Cups, and you're going to CP next week, aren't you? Aren't you? Yes, you are going to be all naked in the moonlight. Yes, you are. Will you be wearing funny masks? Probably not. Maybe yes, I don't know. So you start with the 2 of Cups and you end with the moon. That's very thematic with what the week was. The week was Ace of Cups and the moon, and again, very watery. And you're a Scorpio, and there you are laughing at me. Just a neat deck. It is. It's a good deck, for sure. It's Modern Witch. So what does this really mean, Melissa, for this week? I think you are making room for mysteries within your life. You are making room for magic. You're making room for the mystery of love. You are making room for energetic healing. You are making room for magic and mystery in your life. And that is a freaking good thing. There it is. All right. Betty Flesher, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Melissa, love that. Yeah, I do too. I do too. All right. Betty, so good to see you. Judgment reversed. I feel like this week you are doing some healing or getting closure to or cleaning up from something. And as long as that's taking you to a place where that task is done, that's a good thing. Hey, Lumen, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Nalini Kalu, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members only emojis. Monday was the Ace of Wands. You also get Judgment reversed. We are being stalked by this card. But it is of significance to you, Nalini, because you have been working on closure. You've been working on closure to things from childhood. You've been working on closure from things from your marriage. I think you're also working on closure regarding more recent relationship stuff. So it's kind of all about closure. And the Ace of Wands gives you the inspiration to go forward. It could be the inspiration that comes from anger, like get the heck out of my way. It could be the inspiration that comes from creativity. It could be the inspiration that comes from spirituality. But one way or the other, the inspiration of Monday gives you the impetus for closure on Friday, so go. Audrey M., hope to see you this weekend. It's time for our meetup. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Your Monday card was the Four of Wands reversed. And now the Four of Pentacles reversed. Okay. 2 reversed fours in 1 week. We got to talk about this. Because when I see reversed fours, I feel like your boundaries are getting pushed. Now, that could be your internal boundaries, where you're sort of allowing yourself to torment yourself in ways that you've said you wouldn't. It could be external boundaries, where people are pushing in on you and you're not knowing how to manage that. But one way or the other, there is a message here of boundaries. Autumn Pond, here you are. So we've got a message of boundaries, Audrey. But what else do we have? We start with the Four of Wands reversed. We end with the Four of Pentacles reversed. There's a sense of saving your generosity for the people who deserve it. You're an extremely generous person. You gave me this tarot deck. So we know that you're an extremely generous person. Save your generosity for the people who've earned it and the people who deserve it. There you go. Raquel, good to see you. Glad you're here. Okay, who is up next? It is Gemini Sun. So good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for being a moderator. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Page of Swords reversed, and boy, was that accurate. Okay. But now the Six of Cups. So I feel like you are doing lifelong healing. I know you've been working on some stuff. And this to me is the evidence that the stuff that you're working to change and clear out and retool and reframe in your own life is stuff that has been with you since childhood, and you're wanting to not pass it on to your kids, and you're wanting to be free of its fetters. So you are doing really good work. Well done. Audrey, I hope to see you on Sunday. Yay. Liz Harrison, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members-only emojis. King of Cups reversed. And now Three of Pentacles. So, I mean, you're getting it done. I remember thinking about the King of Cups reversed in regard to your oldest kid going off to college, I think. And this is you just getting everything done. You dot the I's, you cross the T's, you stamp the envelopes, you do all the things. And that's what you're doing. You're actually good at that, so there it is. Barbie Bird, good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. A little story. You did a small lovish reading on Tuesday. The card you pulled to represent yourself was the Ace of Wands, right? And your Monday card was the Ace of Wands here. So the Ace of Wands, right? We're on a wavelength. Okay, so you started with the Ace of Wands. You reinforced the Ace of Wands. And here's the thing, like when we're talking about your love life, have you met somebody? Because all of that Ace of Wands, I mean, that could be very sexual. That could really talk about attraction. And the King of Cups, now, Mary Kay Greer and I have a disagreement on this. I like the King of Cups as the kind of guy you would want to date and maybe even marry. Mary does not. She thinks he drinks too much. But I do feel one way or the other, Barbie, when we're talking about love, you yourself are ready. You are ready to give and receive love in a mature way. You're ready to have passion and excitement and start a new journey with someone. That's not saying that you've already met the person or that you're going to meet the person tomorrow, but it is to say that you're coming to a place when you're ready, where you're ready. And, you know, readiness usually leads to action. So, there it is. Medium that rocks, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for using members only emojis. Thank you for yesterday's reading. I've played it back a few times. I am so grateful that, I love that we gather together here. This was something I started in COVID, and I started it on Facebook, and I started it just because what else were we going to do? We're all at home. What are we going to do? No more meetups in person. For a long time, we didn't see each other. So I'm like, let me come on and do some readings. And that's how it started. Here we are still, moved it on over to YouTube because YouTube is more secure. I was tired of the trolls on Facebook. But the idea that a reading that comes out of a session like this can be helpful to the point that a person will listen to it repeatedly for strength, wisdom, reassurance, whatever. Thank you for sharing that. That means so much to me. I really appreciate it. Oh my gosh. All right, so here we go. 10 of Pentacles reversed on Monday, and we know exactly why. Ha! But here we go, my friend. 6 of Swords, and we remember the lesson of the 6 of Swords, right? We are rising above the emotion of this lake that we're on. We are using logic to move us forward. You must stay in your logical mind, and you did a great job doing that this week. So very, very well done. Staying logical and moving yourself forward in the most difficult of times. Very well done. Medium that rocks. Yes, indeed. Very good. All right. Christina R., good to see you. We're going to do you, Karen, and Kim. And, of course, Karen is a member here. Monday, you had the Ace of Cups. Medium that rocks says, excellent. Yeah, that's good. That's good. Okay. Monday, the Ace of Cups for Christina R. Friday, the 6 of Wands. Things are not going exactly the way you hope they will. You hoped they would. That's okay. You're handling it. You're doing what you need to do. You are pursuing what you need to pursue. It's hard. And we knew it was going to be hard. So here we are. Okay. Oh, LP, that's so kind. I love your energy. Your confident high energy frequency vibrates and dominoes. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Cultivated over many years. Thank you. All right, so Karen, 5 of Pentacles reversed on Monday for Karen, I remember. And now the 3 of Cups reversed. So here's the thing. You have opportunities, you see opportunities, you take your opportunities, Karen. But some people, friends, family members, whatever, coworkers around you don't see it. They don't see what you see. And that is frustrating. But you can't let the fact that they don't see keep you from seeing what you see and moving yourself forward with it. The Star reversed for Kim, alrighty. And now the 6 of Wands reversed. Obviously, this has shown up for a few of you, for 2 of you in this family group. So I wonder if there's something else going on in the family that is, upsetting or concerning or whatever. But Kim, you are dealing with some things that have not been going your way, and that's really hard. How you focus that, how you frame that is really important. Do not frame this as feeling like you're a loser or you're not doing the right thing. That's not the case. Don't frame it that way. All right, Lisa McCord, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Mix you here, so good to see you. Michelle, thanks for being here. Thank you for the super sticker. Monday, you had the Queen of Cups reversed. And speaking of those blueberries, here is the Tower for you, Michelle. I don't love pulling the Tower for anyone, even though we understand it's what makes the blueberries possible. The Tower is necessary. And we started with the Queen of Cups reversed. I remember saying, right, make sure you're screaming, right? I remember saying how much you had to focus on your happiness, that your happiness matters. And so I think this is really learning about your happiness. And My happiness requires that I do this. Okay, fine. My happiness requires that I don't do this. Okay, fine. My happiness wants to do this, but it's hard. Okay, you got to work on it. So I feel like you are really having a lot of breakthroughs, and it's hard, but it all comes down to because you matter. And I think it's been hard for you to really embrace the fact that you matter and your happiness matters. So there we are. All right. Smile Soul 20, my friends, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. 10 of Pentacles reversed. I feel like this was maybe a hard week. Maybe there's some hard things going on in the family. Maybe there's some stuff going on at work. Maybe there's some stuff going on financially. But there may be ways that you're feeling a little bit ungrounded. Honor what you need to honor. Deal with what you need to deal with. But recognize that you do have strength and support going forward. Lisa Harmon, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Monday was the Four of Wands reversed, and today the Two of Swords reversed. Anything that does not bring you peace and joy is no longer allowed. And I think somehow this week, either consciously or subconsciously, you came to that. You came to that understanding. Anything that steals your peace and joy is no longer allowed. There it is. Oh, Mixuir, we were just discussing stopping enabling my roommate and also people-pleasing at my own expense. People-pleasing, people-pleasing, people-pleasing. I told myself I would once again find my newsletter topic here, and I think it's going to be people-pleasing. I'm writing it down because I've been seeing that at the tarot table a lot recently. People who are people-pleasers and are coming to understand that that's not a good thing, right? It's a trauma response. So. That's what we're going to do. We're going to talk about people-pleasing. Make sure our newsletter topic. Yes. Yeah, we're going to do it. We're going to do it. Okay, good. Thank you. All right. Justine, my friend, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis, and thanks for being a moderator. Here's your wrap-up card. The Ace of Pentacles reversed. I feel like you really are feeling ungrounded. I feel like a lot of the issue could be about well-being. It could be about home, but it's also about finding a job. And this to me says a good thing to help you would be root chakra exercises. To do root chakra exercises really might make a difference for you. So, good luck. All right. Febborn, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Monday was the Emperor reversed. And now the Hierophant reversed. So, okay, and Jeannie, can't please all the people all the time. Right. No, you can't. You can't. So, this is so interesting, Febborn. Everyone pay attention. Tarot people, pay attention. This is huge. We started the week with the Emperor reversed, Major Arcana 4 reversed. We're now ending the week with the Hierophant reversed, Major Arcana 5 reversed. The Emperor and the Hierophant can both hold that energy of the patriarchy, of dogma, of people telling you what to do. And you are throwing that off left and right, my friend. This is really about your empowerment and your healing. And you're going to do whatever the heck you want to do. End of story. This is powerful, my friend. If I may, it is a deeply feminist message in a way. And it is deeply a message of deconstruction and releasing the need to be controlled. Good. Oh, interesting. Okay, so Barbie Bird has caught up. You might have a crush. Interesting. Very good. One way or the other. Yeah, we're getting there. A flip has switched. Mixuir. A lot of us folks raised and socialized female millennial and older We're often raised to believe that other people's happiness or comfort was more important than our own, so we are recovering people pleasers. Yeah, it is a trauma response. And I think it also comes from not having unconditional love when we were growing up. And so feeling like what is the equation? What are the things I have to do to get the love and attention I need? I think that's some of it too. I absolutely do. So yeah, Michelle, I think you're absolutely right. There's a lot of trauma there. There absolutely is. And the idea that women are raised to serve, right? Febborn, here you are. Damn right. Love to you for your continued support. Right back at you. Right back at you. All right. Revival of Venus, good to see you. I am very well today. I hope you're well too. I'll tell you a secret. This afternoon, IT John and I are taking off early. My mother-in-law, John's mom, is having her 89th birthday this weekend. And so we're having a little family party this afternoon with Nana and Allison, our daughter, and the twins are going to go celebrate. So the 2-year-olds are going to go celebrate the 89-year-old's birthday. So we are very excited for that. Right, happy birthday, Nana, seriously. Make sure, I can't wait for that new newsletter. More than usual now, I need it. Yes, so thank you, Revival of Venus. I am very well today. Okay, you're up next, Revival of Venus. Barbie Bird, another fun thing I've been doing is listening to 639 hertz sleep music. Oh, I love that. And you get to settle into your apartment next week and start doing spells. So good. So good, so good, so good. Yes, we will have multi-generational fun. And it's supposed to attract love. That is fabulous, Barbie. I love it. Okay, Revival of Venus. Thank you for your patience. I had the Knight of Swords reversed on Monday. Okay. Knight of Swords reversed this Monday. And now Six of Cups. So Knight of Swords reversed, Six of Cups. Before you, I think this is all about you figuring out why people are the way they are. Figuring out why you are the way you are, why others are the way they are, and how to react. So I think this is you exercising deep compassion and empathy this week. Well done. Oh, and you know what? I want to remind y'all, if you have a StaarCon 2024 ticket, Maria Alves Hernando will be in her lounge, the Sibyl's Tarot Lounge, tomorrow evening, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. So check her out if you have a StaarCon 2024 ticket, because the afterglow continues. All right. What reminded me of that? Pip. Good to see you, Pip. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. We're going to do you, Pamela, and Pamela's daughter. Oh, interesting. Your Monday card, Pip, was the Seven of Swords reversed. You warned of gaslighting, and it's been exactly that. So thanks for the heads up. Okay. Okay, so starting with the Seven of Swords and ending with the Six of Pentacles. The thing is, you are a kind person. You will give. You're kind, you're generous, but you can't let people gaslight you. Like, people cannot. Pip, you cannot allow people to mistake your kindness for weakness. There it is, and that's the lesson you're learning. Very good. All right. Pamela. This is for Pamela Phillips, who's also a member. The Ten of Swords reversed. This week, I think there may have been some issues with like misunderstood communication, overthinking. There may be a lot going on in your head. And that's okay, but don't let it bring you down. Okay, and for Pamela's daughter. Ace of Pentacles reversed. You may need to do better self-care. You may need to take some time off work. You may actually be looking at some change regarding your job. Don't be afraid of that. It could be a good thing. Okay, Teresa, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for being a moderator and for using members only emojis. 10 of Pentacles reversed on Monday, and now the Hierophant reversed. So since you now have a master's degree, like I associate the Hierophant with you because I associate the Hierophant with master's degrees. But I feel like you're not fully owning and claiming your accomplishment and who you are and what you are, and you're not believing in yourself as much as you need to in order to go take your next step. So I think that's what you've been working on this week. Jeannie Mnuchin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. And thanks for using members only emojis. I remember you had the Chariot reversed on Monday, and now the Six of Pentacles. It's hard, but you're finding your balance and you're finding the way you're going to work in community and community is going to work with you. It takes time, but you're doing it. This could be a good card for some of your grants coming in well as well. All right, Lisa E., good to see you. And thank you so much for your contribution off this app. Really appreciate your support of this channel as well. Hang on a minute. There you are. I see you. Okay, we're going to do you and Jenna, Lisa E. Monday for you was the Nine of Wands, and now the Magician reversed. I feel like this week you remembered the lesson of don't try to teach people things that they can't possibly learn. Don't throw your pearls before swine. I think you learned that lesson this week. And Wheel of Fortune reversed for Jenna. And now the Six of Wands. There are things that are not going the way you want them to, and that's very difficult. But you gotta hang in there and not take this personally. That's the key. Dr. Aled, who calls me the notorious FGM. I love that. This week had me off balance. Okay. Yeah, no doubt. I'm throwing cards all over the place. All right, here we go. Dr. Aled, Robin Renee, thanks for being here. You also get the Six of Pentacles. You know, you'll find your balance. It's okay. Everything is transitional right now, and you're so sick of things being transitional. And you bought a house, that doesn't feel transitional, but everything is transitional. And you have to just run with the energy. It will be okay. Ashley, good to see you. Here's a card for the end of the week. The Eight of Cups reversed. So this week, you are either very tenacious or very stubborn. If it serves you, it's tenacity. If it doesn't serve you, it's stubbornness. But one way or the other, you're definitely sticking to things. Dr. Aled, smooches to you too. So yeah, Ashley, you are definitely hanging on to something. You have to ask yourself if it's the right thing to hang on to. Michelle F., so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Yes, you had 2 cards on Monday, the Devil and the Knight of Wands. Yep, I remember. And now the Nine of Swords. Michelle, you've got a lot on your plate, and there are moments where you're like, oh my gosh, no, I can't. It's just too much. Take a break when you need to take a break. That's the key. But you can, and you are, and you will, and as you end the week, that's what you need to remember. You can, and you are, and you will. Oh, golly gosh. Golly gosh. Jeannie, the Six of Pentacles has a negative explanation in Gilded Tarot and about misplaced giving. Yeah, I don't love that at all. For me, the Six of Pentacles is about sharing appropriately. It's about the give and take that naturally happens in relationships and communities. It's about being generous appropriately. That's how I see it. Oh, and Barbie Bird, the feeling of everything being transitional is so frustrating. Yeah, you've got that too right now, Barbie. Yeah. Right, and for Barbie, it's generosity. I'll tell you a quick story about the Six of Pentacles. Here it is. Here's a quick story about the Six of Pentacles. I was hired to read for a Christmas party that was being held at a restaurant. So I just show up at the restaurant, and they've got a room in the restaurant, and I'm sitting in the corner and doing readings for people while they're drinking and eating. It's their office Christmas party. I have no idea what their nature of business is. I didn't ask. It doesn't matter. But it did. Because by the time I've gotten to like the first 4 or 5 people, this card has shown up for each of them in a prominent way. Revival of Venus, I have already done you. Good to see you. You're done in the best possible way. So everybody is getting this card. And of course I'm saying, you're so generous, you're so generous. And finally I'm like, no, this cannot be just a whole room of generous people. What's the deeper meaning? And it turns out that what they did for a living was they gave away money to college students. They gave college grants. That's what they did. So they were all there for work because they were giving away money. Right, there it is. Oh, Barbie, another fun fact. This is the card you pulled to represent your crush. Interesting. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. And Barbie says, only someone who gives freely can feel secure in themselves. But you have to have boundaries, because otherwise, if people are just like, give me that, okay, give me that, okay, you should give me that, okay. And if you don't have boundaries, that's dangerous. Hey, Amy Foreman, good to see you. Thanks for being here. All right, where are we? Maria Baresi, I hope you're doing really well. I haven't seen your sister in the longest. I hope she's doing well as well. Maria, here we go. Here we go. 10 of Cups reversed. I feel like this week there's been some family stuff that wasn't easy or didn't feel good, and you may be feeling a little bit unsupported. Remember how many people do love you and support you as you go forward. Oh, baby cakes, happy birthday to Nana. I will tell her you said so. I'm sure she's very excited. Okay. And Lisa Harmon reminds you to like this video. Yes, please do. A penny for your thoughts. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. Thanks for being a moderator. I feel like I've moved mountains this week. Good for you. Other than the car breaking down, it went really well. What do the cards say? Yeah, and I think you did some things that you didn't know you knew how to do, and you didn't know how it would go. Like, I think you moved mountains in the dark without a flashlight. You know that there was a lot of uncertainty here as well, which you worked through very well. So good job. There's a lot of spiritual guidance here for you. All right, LP, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here's a card for you. The 7 of Pentacles reversed. I don't know if you had time off work this week, if you're looking for a new job, if something going on at your work is not going well, but there's something here about work and money that is not going the way you want it to, and I think you're looking for solutions, and you will find solutions. Joanne Ellis, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Here is a card for you. Oh, LP, I'm working part-time but looking for another job too. Yeah, and you'll find that for sure. For sure. There's a part of me that wants to say, enjoy, what little free time you have now, enjoy it, because you won't have it for too long. All right. Joanne Ellis, the Hermit. I think this week there were some things that happened that made you feel a little lonely or a little alone. But I think you're also, Joanne, recognizing that you're acting from a place of wisdom, and we can feel secure and comfortable and confident in the fact that you're acting from a place of wisdom. So there you go. LP, so accurate. I feel that too. Yeah, there you go. Vaishali, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay. Vaishali. 10 of Pentacles. 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 The Magician reversed. Okay, and remember, this is the card of Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is in retrograde right now. So for you, Vaishali, all of the warnings of Mercury retrograde apply specially. Be careful about what you say. Be careful about how you interpret other people's words and actions. Don't jump to conclusions this week. Seriously. Kanshin, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. I am doing fabulous. Thank you. Monday, you had Justice reversed. And today, the Nine of Swords. You are going through it. I think it was a little bit of a tough week. There are things that are upsetting you. There are things that you're worried about. And I think what you're looking for is balance, and I think you will find it, for sure. Oh, JD, you are very, very welcome. Vaishali, you are very welcome as well. Peggy Lou Leven, so great to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Monday was the Hierophant reversed. That's such a good card for you. And now the Seven of Wands reversed. So, by doing it your own way, you find like-minded people and make friends. I don't know why that's important for you to know this week, but it is. So there you go. Okay. Claire C., good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thank you for the Frosty Beverage Fund. Really appreciate you. Right, I pulled 2 cards for you as well. 4 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles. And you ended up getting a shot in your knee and it quit hurting. I'm so glad. Those shots can be really helpful. I had one of those for my hip, and it was helpful, for sure. All right. So, 4 of Pentacles, 9 of Pentacles, and now the 4 of Cups. So I feel like you're really, like this week, figuring out what works, what doesn't work, how do we handle things. You know, you're figuring out the way to handle things going forward. And honestly, that's a thing, you know. As we get older, if we still have our youthful mindset, we want to do the things we want to do, but our bodies are different. And so figuring that out, and I think you're doing some of that. Oh, Peggy Lou, you are very welcome. Okay, Damini, so good to see you. Hope you're doing well. Here's a card for you. Death. This week, I think you went through some changes. You may have heard about something that was changing. You may have decided to make a change in your own life. One way or the other, you are embracing needed change. So well done. Claire, see exactly now that I can walk, right? I'm trying to get myself back to dancing. That's what I'm working on. Peggy Lou, I'm doing it my way. Happy birthday, Nana. Your mother's birthday would have been the 12th. Yep, my mother-in-law's the 11th. Absolutely. All right. Who is next? We just did Damini. Oh my goodness, Teresa, we're getting the remnants of Debbie here in the Poconos. Oh my gosh. So, Jackie Masters, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. Started the week with the King of Cups. Ending the week with the 4 of Cups. I think you might be worried that some things that are happening are not to your liking. And that may be true, but you may be surprised by some of them. I feel like you're being cautious in your optimism, and that's probably appropriate. But leave room for the idea that they could be better than you think, because that's possible too. Okay. Here we go. Who's next? It's Lumen. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member. We appreciate you. Here is your wrap-up card. It's the Magician reversed. This one's stalking us, and of course it is the card of Mercury retrograde, and Mercury is in retrograde. But for you this week, Lumen, I feel like there may have been some communication issues. I feel like you weren't sure how to say what you wanted to say, or if it was appropriate, or maybe some misunderstanding with things other people said to you. So, maybe some communication issues that need to be straightened out. Virginia Sarah, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. We appreciate you. Here is a card for you. Page of Swords reversed. It feels like there could have been some communication stuff for you as well. And it may be that you find you need to learn some new things that you don't feel capable of learning, but I promise you, you are. I promise you, you are. Okay, Milky Haji, good to see you. On Fridays, we do a card for the week that was, and I'm happy to do that for you. I see you in the queue. All right, and who is next? It's Autumn Pond. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 2 years. We appreciate you. Glad you're here. You had the Empress reversed on Monday. And there's that Magician reversed. So again, the overarching thing to remember that Mercury is in retrograde, but 2 major arcana cards reversed, and both of them in the first septenary. This makes me wonder, Autumn Pond, if you are thinking about reworking something, reworking the logistics of your life in some way, you may be supported in at least thinking about that, if not necessarily making the ultimate changes, at least thinking about that. And maybe that came up this week. One way or the other, it might have been a bit of a frustrating week. Going forward, pay special attention to communication and to what it is you want to nurture in your life. All right. Raquel, thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than 3 years. Thanks for using members-only emojis. You and Cassie, yes. You're preparing your classrooms for school start on Monday. For those of you who don't know, school starts and ends, from my perspective, so much earlier. It's like a full month difference between Florida and like Connecticut, right? When I was in Connecticut. In Connecticut, school didn't end till like mid-June and didn't go back till like a very end of August. Here, we go back toward the middle or beginning of August, and we're out toward the middle or beginning of May. So, isn't that interesting? All right, so Raquel, starting with you. Queen of Wands reversed. There's a part of you that is having a hard time getting psyched for this upcoming year. But remember, you have the skills and abilities to do this and make it a good year for yourself and your students. And for Cassie, the Five of Pentacles, same, man. Neither of you are really excited about this. And I think for you, Cassie, I think you're worried about support. Whether it's support at home or support from your administration at work. You're worried about having the support you need to get your work done. The key is, remember to ask for what you need. You may need to be the squeaky wheel. Baby Cake, so good to see you. You had the Fool, and the week flew by too fast. And now we have the Chariot, so we're done with the week now, and I think there's things you wish you had gotten done that you didn't, but oh well. I feel like this week, like Fool and then Chariot reversed, there's still this whole question, where are we going? Where are we going? What are we doing? What's going on? Like we're still in that place of question, and sometimes that feels okay and sometimes it doesn't. So there you are. All right. But the questions will ultimately be answered. D9, good to see you. Page of Cups reversed at the beginning of the week. And now the Sun reversed. D9, I think whether you realize it or not, a lot has been shown you this week that you have the opportunity to be happy and create happiness for yourself. You need to recognize you're worthy of that and to allow it to happen. Lisa McCord, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. 8 of Cups on Monday. You keep trying to leave behind a habit, and you are fairly successful this week. Very good. And ending of the week with the Queen of Wands reversed, you do need to find sort of a replacement for it in some ways. But you are right that there's a certain impulse that you don't want to feed anymore, and that's appropriate. So well done. All right. Rosemarie, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. You are up next. There we go. You had the Knight of Cups and now the Page of Pentacles. Interesting that they're both people cards. So, like, which people do you care about and listen to? Which people do you not? That's the question. But I think with the Page of Pentacles, you are really thinking about making practical moves forward for yourself and your kids, and it's the right thing. So good. Oh, Teresa, you're so right. That's exactly what I've been working on. Excellent. All right. Amy Foreman, so good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being a member for more than a year. Thanks for using members-only emojis. 10 of Cups reversed. There might have been some family stuff this week that was difficult. I know your mom's been having health issues. I know that's a thing. And maybe some other stuff as well. Make sure you're taking good care and holding space for your own emotional self. Make sure there's room for you. In all you're doing for other people, make sure there's room for you. That's the important thing right now. Okay. Okay, Milky Haji, good to see you. So this week, again, we're being stalked by this. Everyone needs to remember, Mercury is in retrograde. Be careful about communications and connections. But I feel like this week, you have been focusing on trying to communicate something that's not being heard. And if it can't be heard, this relationship may not work. That's the important thing. See, I was able to work that in there. There you go. All right, my friends. From my perspective, I've answered everyone. If I accidentally skipped you, now's the time to let me know. If you're here and haven't asked for a card, it is last call for readings, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow at noon 30, 12:30. I'll put the link up today or tomorrow morning early for your Saturday Psychic Sampler. So get your questions ready. And remember, if you happen to be local, we're doing our local meetup, Panera, Palm City, Sunday, 4 p.m. Join us if you can. And remember, we have a tarot class here next week. The link is already up. There's a link in your description to book a session with me. Please do. Would love to see you. My friends, I appreciate all of you. Thanks to everyone who helped out with Super Chats and Super Stickers. Thanks to all the members, all the moderators. I appreciate you. Milky, I'm hearing you. Okay. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. All right. My friends, take really good care. We'll see you soon.